We've been dreaming of visiting Japan since college, and 8 years later, we finally made it. Our first stop was Tokyo, where we had a day and a bit to explore. We centered most of our itinerary around food, which maybe you wouldn't expect from vegetarians, but actually, we found plenty of really amazing veggie-friendly places. Let's dive in. We chose a hotel in Shibuya, which turned out to be an excellent location. We made it to the hotel around 6 p.m., so we spruced up and went to our dinner reservation at Sougo. We were pretty tired, but we wanted to push through and beat jet lag. I was most excited about this restaurant because it's Shojin Ryori cuisine, which is traditionally meat-free, plant-based style of cooking established by Japanese Buddhist monks in the 13th century. The chef is also a former chef of a 2-star Michelin restaurant, so I knew there would be great attention to flavors and detail. This place was incredible, probably top 2 of all meals that we had in our entire trip. The next day was our only full day in Tokyo, so we had quite a bit planned. We started our day by walking north from Shibuya through Yoyogi Park to get to Harajuku, where we got some boba. We proceeded walking to get to Shinjuku, where there are massive camera stores. We bought a lens that ended up being our primary lens for the rest of the trip.
Mr. Chris.
Happy?
Yeah, look at that.
We ended up spending quite a bit of time in the camera store, so we had to hurry and get to our next reservation, which was a tea ceremony called Sakurai Japanese Tea Experience. They didn't allow videos, so I took lots of pictures. There were 70 courses, all green teas with dessert pairings. The tea was phenomenal, and the place felt like they were curating a special experience. After tea, we went back to Shibuya to see the famous Scramble. We stayed here for a bit playing around to get a cool shot. We then hopped on a train and went east to teamLab Planets, an interactive museum with some famous ramen.
Where are we at?
We are in Tokyo.
And where are we going?
We're going to the teamLab Museum.
For?
To see cool things and to eat vegan ramen.
Vegan ramen.
Vegan Michelin ramen. The ramen has a soy milk base, so it's really creamy, and it's set inside this really ambient environment. The shots of this place came out pretty dark, and they don't do it justice. It was so much fun. We had no expectations going into it. We didn't see any promos, so every room just took us by surprise. It was pretty awesome. This was the last thing we did on our full day in Tokyo. After this, we went back to the hotel to pack and to go to bed because tomorrow we were headed to Kyoto.
Okay.
Hi everyone, we're in Tokyo. We arrived a day and a half ago and I'm feeling super jet lagged. I'll talk about that in a bit. But I just wanted to share what we did in Tokyo day 1. So when we landed, it was around 3 p.m. Tokyo time, and we pushed through, made it all the way to the hotel, and made it to dinner. Every other reservation that I had made, we missed. We were just too tired. We were maybe moving too slowly. We were just adjusting. So the first reservation was Sougo, and Sougo was phenomenal. We thought that we kicked jet lag in the butt by pushing through those 24 hours and going to bed at around 10 p.m. that first night, but maybe jet lag is a sneaky thing that builds for the first couple days and then we'll get over it, because we got up today at around 4 a.m. Tokyo time. We're wired to go, and yeah, it's kind of early still. It's 7 and we're fully packed and we're ready to get going on our day. It is hot in Japan right now. I think the weather in Tokyo has been above 88 degrees and it's humid and we are sweating. Got a little bit dehydrated on day 1, so now we know, buy a lot of water. If we're walking a lot, which we are, we definitely need to stay hydrated. So today, tank, shorts, that's what we're wearing to try to be as cool as possible. We have a couple hours left in Tokyo, and we're gonna go to a stationery store that came highly recommended, and then round out the experience with a vegetarian lunch. From there, we'll grab the train over to Kyoto, and we'll be there for almost a week. I'll show you a little bit of the room that we've been staying in. The room has been perfect. The funnest part about it has been the bidet. I've really liked the bidet. Here is the room tour.
Hello.
Our view of Shibuya.
Shibuya Scramble's just around the corner, so you can't see it from there.
It was perfectly well sized for the two of us. The bed was pretty comfortable. The hotel is called Shibuya Tokyu REI Hotel. Really well located. Where we kept our luggage. Nice mirror. And the bathroom is very quaint, but has everything you need with this awesome toilet with all of the buttons. Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna head out to breakfast. Maybe have some pancakes.
Yes.
Over and out.
Over and out. What you doing?
There's this really cool system. You can rent a locker for $5 a day. So we're gonna put our lockers in the station that we're gonna grab later to go to Kyoto. You get to be hands-free.
Look at that. Smile.
In a pinch, you can come to Starbucks for a vegetarian breakfast. This Starbucks has a completely plant-based patty and muffin bread, and it's really good. This little potato thing, but it's a sweet potato. Your classic matcha. We should check if we need to pay for the garden.
We probably do.
We need to decide what we want to do with the time that we have. We can't do it all.
I don't know if this will make it through today. How you doing? So far it's mostly been big walls.
After the Imperial Palace, we went to Ginza, where there's a stationery store that I wanted to visit. I had heard that the best way to explore the store was to go to the 7th floor and work your way down. We were hoping to find some souvenirs, but the store was more paper forward than I was expecting. We then went to our final stop in Tokyo, Ain Soph. We made a reservation in advance since this restaurant was highly recommended. Hey Luke, how was this meal?
It was cool to have the bento box experience and have 9 different dishes. They were all vegan and delicious. I feel just right on the fullness scale.
And just like that, our time in Tokyo was over, but we were excited for our next stop. Stay tuned for the next video covering the awesome Kyoto.